The online listing boasted charm and character, but little did Benny know that his stay would unravel into a series of unsettling events. As he entered the dimly lit house, a chill ran down his spine. The air seemed heavy with an unspoken tension, and the creaking floorboards beneath his feet added an eerie soundtrack to his arrival. The host, a stoic figure named Mr. Blackwood, welcomed Benny with a forced smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. Nightfall brought a strange hush over the town. Benny, undeterred by the peculiar vibes, decided to explore the surroundings. The locals, however, seemed reluctant to engage in conversation. Benny couldn't shake off the feeling that curious eyes followed his every move. Days passed, and the unease intensified. Late one night, Benny awoke to the sound of whispers echoing through the house. Investigating cautiously, he discovered a hidden door behind an old bookshelf. It led to a dimly lit room adorned with cryptic symbols and unsettling artifacts. Fear gnawed at Benny's insides, but his curiosity overpowered it. The symbols seemed to tell a story, one that hinted at the town's dark past. As he delved deeper, he uncovered a history of mysterious disappearances and an ancient curse that hung over the town like a sinister cloud. Determined to unravel the mystery, Benny dug into the town's archives and spoke to the few locals who dared to share their stories. Each revelation deepened the shadows that enveloped the town. There were whispers of a secret society and a connection between the disappearances and the symbols Benny discovered. Mr. Blackwood, the elusive host, emerged as a central figure in this dark narrative. Benny suspected that the enigmatic man held the key to the town's secrets. One stormy night, he confronted Mr. Blackwood, demanding answers. The host's demeanor shifted from cordial to menacing. He revealed a chilling truth. The town was bound by an ancient pact, and Benny's arrival had triggered a series of events that threatened to unleash an otherworldly force. The symbols were a warning, a desperate plea from those trapped in the supernatural web. As Benny tried to comprehend the gravity of the situation, he found himself entangled in a race against time. The town's ominous energy intensified, and Benny realized that breaking the curse required a sacrifice. The very reason for his stay, the AIRBNB itself, held a dark secret that needed to be confronted. Haunted by the knowledge that he might be the key to ending the curse, Benny faced a moral dilemma. Would he sacrifice himself to save the town, or would he attempt to defy the supernatural forces closing in around him? The answer, shrouded in uncertainty, awaited Benny in the chilling conclusion of his harrowing tale. Benny, torn between self-preservation and the looming threat to the town, delved deeper into the secrets of the AIRBNB. Every room seemed to hold echoes of the past, each step revealing a layer of the curse's malevolence. As he navigated the labyrinthine corridors, whispers grew louder, shadows darker. In his quest for answers, Benny stumbled upon a forgotten diary, its pages filled with the desperate scribblings of previous guests. They spoke of an unrelenting force, of nightmares blending seamlessly with reality, and a sense of impending doom that shadowed their every move. Benny realized he wasn't the first to confront this malevolent entity. The town's clock tower struck midnight, signaling an ominous turning point. Benny confronted Mr. Blackwood once more, demanding clarity on the sacrifice needed to break the curse. The host's cryptic words left Benny grappling with the weight of his decision. Sacrifice wasn't just about losing oneself. It was about saving others from a fate worse than death. As the supernatural forces closed in, Benny uncovered a hidden chamber beneath the AIRBNB. It was a portal to the ethereal realm, the source of the town's curse. Faces of those lost to the malevolence stared back at him, pleading for release. The realization struck Benny. He had to confront the darkness within himself to sever the town's ties to the supernatural. The final confrontation unfolded in the dimly lit chamber, surrounded by the spectral presence of the curse's victims. Benny hesitated, reflecting on the choices that led him here. The town's destiny rested on his shoulders, and the weight of it threatened to consume him. A ghostly figure emerged from the shadows, a manifestation of the curse itself. Benny, fueled by a newfound determination, faced the entity head-on. The battle between human resilience and supernatural malevolence unfolded in the eerie silence of the chamber. As the first rays of dawn broke through the darkness, Benny triumphed over the curse. The supernatural forces recoiled, dissipating into the ether. The town's clock tower chimed in a triumphant melody, signaling the breaking of the ancient pact. Exhausted but victorious, Benny emerged from the depths of the AIRBNB. The once ominous town now bathed in the warm light of morning, its residents awakening from the grips of a nightmare. Mr. Blackwood, no longer shrouded in mystery, thanked Benny with a nod that conveyed both gratitude and sorrow. The AIRBNB, no longer a vessel for darkness, stood as a testament to Benny's courage. The once cursed town began to heal, and whispers of gratitude replaced the haunting voices of the past. Benny, forever changed by the harrowing experience, left the town behind, carrying the weight of its history and the redemption he had brought. And so, Benny's journey came to an end, leaving the town and its secrets behind. But the memory of that fateful AIRBNB stay lingered, a testament to the thin veil between the ordinary and the supernatural, a reminder that some stories are best left untold. Clark was an adventurous soul, always seeking new experiences and connections. On a chilly autumn evening, he decided to embark on a solo journey and explore a new city. His destination was a charming AIRBNB nestled in the heart of an old town, surrounded by cobblestone streets and historic buildings. As Clark arrived at the AIRBNB, he was captivated by its rustic charm. The host, a mysterious figure named Evelyn, welcomed him warmly. The old building seemed to whisper stories of times long past, adding to the allure of the place. Clark settled into his room, excited about the prospect of exploring the city the next day. The following morning, as Clark strolled through the narrow streets, he noticed a quaint cafe that caught his eye. He decided to step in and enjoy a cup of coffee. Little did he know that this decision would change the course of his stay. Seated in the corner, Clark couldn't help but notice a person across the room, a woman with piercing blue eyes and an enigmatic smile. Intrigued, he mustered the courage to approach her. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, and they decided to explore the city together. As the day unfolded, Clark and the mysterious woman named Sophia discovered hidden gems within the city. Yet beneath the surface, there was an unspoken tension, a sense that there was more to Sophia than met the eye. The day ended with a promise to meet again the next evening, leaving Clark both exhilarated and slightly uneasy. The second day in the city arrived, and Clark found himself eagerly anticipating his rendezvous with Sophia. As they reunited, the atmosphere seemed charged with anticipation. They explored more of the city, its secrets gradually revealing themselves. Amidst the laughter and shared moments, Clark couldn't shake off a nagging feeling that something was amiss. Sophia's stories about herself were elusive, her past shrouded in mystery. The city, once charming, now seemed to harbor shadows that danced with each step they took. Later that evening, as they passed by an old cemetery, Sophia's demeanor changed. She became distant, her eyes reflecting an unsettling depth. Sensing the shift, Clark hesitated but chose not to pry. The night took a peculiar turn when they stumbled upon an abandoned mansion, its eerie silhouette against the moonlit sky sending shivers down Clark's spine. As the clock struck midnight, Sophia suggested exploring the mansion, her voice carrying an otherworldly tone. Reluctantly, Clark followed her into the darkness, the creaking floorboards echoing their footsteps. It was there, within the decaying walls, that Sophia revealed a chilling secret, a tale of betrayal, loss, and a life bound to the shadows. As the story unfolded, Clark realized that he was entangled in a web of intrigue that went beyond the ordinary. Sophia's past, intertwined with the city's history, cast a haunting spell over their meeting. The night ended with a cryptic farewell, leaving Clark standing alone in the moonlit courtyard. Haunted by the events, Clark returned to the AIRBNB, unable to shake off the unsettling feeling that he had become a part of a story that transcended time. Little did he know that the city, the mansion, and Sophia's mysterious aura would leave an indelible mark on his soul, forever changing the way he perceived the world. The next day dawned with a heavy air of anticipation for Clark. He couldn't resist the pull of the enigma surrounding Sophia and the mysterious city. Determined to uncover the truth, he embarked on a quest to unravel the secrets that lurked beneath the surface. Clark delved into the city's archives, seeking clues about the mansion, the cemetery, and the haunting tales Sophia had shared. The more he uncovered, the more he realized that the city held a dark history of betrayal, tragedy, and lost souls. As he connected the dots, he found himself entwined in a narrative that transcended generations. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Clark returned to the abandoned mansion, guided by a force he couldn't comprehend. The decaying walls whispered ancient stories, and the chilling wind carried echoes of the past. In the heart of the mansion, he discovered a hidden room, a chamber of forgotten memories. Within the room, old photographs and letters revealed the tragic love story of a young couple, torn apart by betrayal and greed. The woman in the photographs bore an uncanny resemblance to Sophia, and Clark realized that he had become a part of a tale that spanned centuries. Haunted by the revelations, Clark sought out Sophia once more. As they met in the dimly lit cafe from their first encounter, he confronted her with the truth. Sophia, with tears in her eyes, confessed to being the ghost of the betrayed lover, cursed to roam the city until her story found closure. Clark, torn between the supernatural and the tangible, made a choice. Together, they embarked on a journey to right the wrongs of the past. The city, once a backdrop to their unfolding drama, now bore witness to their quest for redemption. In the final chapters of their shared adventure, Clark and Sophia faced the remnants of a bygone era. They unraveled the mysteries, mended broken spirits, and released the city from the grips of a haunting past. As dawn broke, the air felt lighter, and Sophia's ethereal presence faded into the sunrise. Clark, forever changed by the haunting tale of love and loss, left the city with a newfound appreciation for the mysteries that lurk beneath the surface of seemingly ordinary places. The AIRBNB, once a gateway to the unknown, now held memories of an unforgettable encounter that transcended the boundaries of time and mortality. As Clark left the city behind, the memories of his eerie yet captivating adventure lingered. The old town, with its cobblestone streets and historic buildings, became a chapter in his life that he would carry forever. The AIRBNB, where the journey began, stood as a silent witness to the unfolding drama that transcended the boundaries of the living and the spectral. Time passed, but the impact of that fateful encounter stayed with Clark. He often found himself reminiscing about the haunted city and the enigmatic Sophia. The lessons learned from that journey became a part of his essence, shaping the way he approached life and its mysteries. One day, as he flipped through the pages of a forgotten journal, he discovered a drawing, a sketch of Sophia's ethereal silhouette against the backdrop of the abandoned mansion. It served as a poignant reminder of the timeless bond they shared, bridging the realms of the living and the departed. Clark continued his travels, seeking new adventures, yet always carrying the ghostly whispers of that haunted city. The AIRBNB, now etched in his memory, became a symbol of the unexpected and the supernatural, a place where the veil between the ordinary and the extraordinary was lifted. And so, the story of Clark and Sophia unfolded in the annals of time, a tale of a chance encounter, a haunted city, and a love that defied the boundaries of mortality. As Clark moved forward, he carried with him the echoes of that haunting experience, forever bound to the mysteries that dwell in the shadows of forgotten places.